Yes, it's the biggest and most difficult question of all. How do you know if someone is your twin flame? This journey is full of uncertainties, and it's difficult enough when you're on the right path, and it's so much more difficult when you find at some point you've been wasting your time. So knowing if someone is your twin flame is a unique experience for every journey. There are common signs of instant recognition, a feeling of coming home, and a connection which goes way beyond the physical realm. I can go over some of the common examples that can help guide you. But first, I need to touch on something that's very important when you're trying to tell someone's your twin flame. The idea of just knowing can be a bit dangerous in the journey. I hear thousands of twin flame stories, and people want so desperately for the person to be their twin flame that they can will them into being there. You cannot force something which just is not there. Doubt equally is perfectly normal in this journey. If you're unsure, it doesn't mean you're not on the path toward union with twin flame. Not at all. Usually it's people who are absolutely sure that give me some cause for concern. Sometimes when I'm doing a reading, I just don't see that kind of connection. And usually the person accepts that guidance. And sometimes the reaction is so volatile, it can lead to problems. So there are pitfalls to all twin flame journeys. Quagmires you can get stuck in, which can make it seem like you're on a twin flame journey and can be incredibly easy to confuse for the real thing. I don't blame people for that. I feel for you when you're in that situation. But I want you to understand potential traps before we move on and help you understand that you are with your twin flame. So as I say, sometimes I feel more comfortable when people are in that position of doubt and concerned that they are with their twin flame, as opposed to those who are completely positive from the start and don't deviate from that, because doubt is normal inside the twin flame relationship. It is such an incredibly different kind of relationship to find the other half of your soul, to connect in that way, that it's important to get it right. So I'm going to not get into too much depth with the differences, but it's not a bad thing to feel some doubt. It can be a wonderful connection to have with a false flame, can bring you on your journey. Not a bad thing. A soulmate can bring you on your journey. They can also be a great connection, a great relationship even. And there's plenty of happy soulmate relationships out there. So if that's where you are, that can help you prepare you for your eventual twin flame meeting. So none of these things are a waste. So if you're in a different kind of relationship, each one of them will bring you somewhere and will bring you somewhere along your journey. A connection like a karmic partner is not so happy. It will turn toxic at a certain point, and it can feel like you're on an unreal journey beyond anything else you've experienced, but then things turn very sour, and that can be very hurtful. But even that relationship serves a purpose. So in the long run, they all help you heal and help prepare you for your true union with your true twin flame. But the longer you're stuck in any of these, the more time you waste. So it's really important to be able to differentiate between a twin flame relationship and any one of these: karmic partner or false twin flame, or any limerence, any desperate, beautiful connection, but not the connection that can bring you to a place where a twin flame can. So accepting all of these caveats, that a bit of doubt is good at times, that there are other kinds of relationships which can initially appear like a twin flame relationship, with all those pitfalls that can appear, how do you actually tell the real thing? Well, like many things in this journey, there's different opinions and beliefs on that. And my advice is to always steer clear of anyone who speaks in total certainties. But if you go on my own journey and others I hear about, there are some things you can watch out for that might help. First of all, that spark. And the first meeting between twin flames doesn't always mean love or physical attraction. You can have that idea that you'll fall instantly in love with your twin flame at first sight. Sometimes that happens, but not always. Times you can dislike each other, hate each other, be indifferent to each other. Similarly, the first flame the twin flame first touch can be extremely high energy for some, but for others it can be a slower burn. So remember, this isn't about liking it to a crush. This is about meeting the other half of you. There's going to be energy there, so it's going to be noticeable in some form, but that energy isn't always an initial fast spark. It's unlikely your meeting together will have passed off without something noticeable happening, but it isn't always that love at first sight type feeling, that initial recognition. As we said, it's different for everyone, but there are a few things that are common to hear in recognition of a twin flame. And one of those things is the number sequences that pop up in your daily life, strange coincidences that make you think of your twin or relate your journey together so far. I mean, there's some conversation around, is that coming from your own higher self? Is that coming directly from your twin or the universe guiding you? I believe it's a combination of all three. These signs carry very specific guidance to help you focus on certain areas of your journey together and what to do next. And sometimes it's just about general reassurance. One of the most useful tools and way of knowing that you're about to meet your twin flame or you're in a twin flame relationship is that twin flame telepathy between you. And that can take, again, very different forms. But the earliest form is in a dream where you have met your twin flame repeatedly, and that can be in all kinds of forms. So one of the things I suggest you do is to keep a dream journal, so you're tracking that, tracking that communication that's happening. Again, that telepathy can be in the form of these numbers appearing. You can also use a tarot reading here to tell you for certain if someone is your twin flame or not. And that's something I can certainly help you with. And it's something that often people find useful for confirming what they already know and feel to be the case. So all in all, telling if someone's your twin flame isn't an easy decision. It isn't an easy place to land. It's comfortable enough to understand that we all feel some uncertainty on that journey, and that uncertainty is helpful. But there are ways and pointers you can use to indicate that yes, it is or isn't your twin flame. If you need help understanding this journey or guidance in any way, just click the link below.